and welcome to today's episode of the PBM Investments Daily Podcast. It's a very quick one. Thank you very much for all those that have listened and commented on the videos. I hope it helps you out with the investment news and obviously having a little discussion about the things, shares and stock related, and hopefully it can help you make a bit of money and just keep you aware of what's going on. So let's begin. Firstly, with a roundup of PBM Investments index of the companies of yesterday that did well or not. So, US, to start off with, Coty was up 8.96%, Nvidia also up 7.46%, Lam Research was also up 6.74%, PayPal Holdings was up 6.59%, and Applied Materials also up 6.44%. So a lot of those companies, if you've noticed, were on the NASDAQ stock exchange, which was up overall as an index for the first time, I believe, significantly for a while because it was on a bit of a downward trend over the course of the last few days, I believe. Anyway, Europe. AP Moller Maersk B shares. Now, they were up 5.15%, so they're the oil rigging company. Continental was down 8%. For obvious reasons, not many people are going for hotels anymore. And US, finally, Avast was up 5.86%, or should I say the UK stock market. Avast was up 5.6%, Scottish Mortgage Investments was also up 5.78%, and Standard Life was down 7.18%. So, a bit of a mixed bag. But there's two big news I wanted to talk about today. One is I actually got an email. So it's been a bit of a busy day. I've been looking at Financial Times, IG Index, just double checking the portfolio, which I'll go into a bit more detail about probably over the weekend, about what's gone well, what's not gone well, and we can just talk about what shares and what positions that I'm going to be doing and looking at over the course of next week. So every weekend, have a look. We'll look into detail about what things have done well, what things hasn't done well, and the positions that I'm looking to open up. That'll be over the weekend, so stay tuned for that. But getting back to what happened today, I had an email, and this email, because I, like most of you, have been doing a lot of Deliveroo, Just Eat, and the various other actual takeaway apps. As I said to you before in the last episodes, Deliveroo are doing their own IPO. There's trading on the stock exchange. An exact date is not being commenced. They're still trying to figure out how much the price is going to be and seeing who's going to buy the shares. But I got an email saying, would I be interested in buying some shares? And I put down yes. Now, I'm assuming it's not just me who dabbles in spread betting and, currency betting and things of that nature. I believe they sent it to all their customers that they are aware of. In the email they sent across to me, just to make it clear, they said 50 million worth of shares are going to make available to customers. So if I got the email, many of you got the email, and I suggest you take an active interest in it, because for the first few days of trading, I think it's going to go well. After that, it might be a bit of a bubble, and therefore a lot of people might sell off, a lot of institutions might sell off a lot of the shares. Again, I can go into a bit more detail about how you can make money and also short companies when they go on IPO. Did a similar sort of thing when Facebook and Alibaba back in the day went to public offering. But I'm just saying to you, for anybody out there who is, even if you don't have a lot of money, say yes, you're interested in buying the shares. Because I'm telling you now, these types of opportunities don't come along too often where you have the option to buy shares directly in the company. And as I say, you might not want to keep hold of them for too long, or you might think it's a long-term investment and it might be the next, Facebook or Alibaba or whatever. And you might think to yourself, actually, this Deliveroo IPO is something I want to invest in because, for the next 5 to 10 years, because it could be something else. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. But I would definitely say to everybody who gets that email, definitely do an interest. And lastly, last bit of news, quick one today, quick little video. Vodafone are setting their sights on offering one of the biggest in Europe. So they're actually putting Vantage. Now Vantage are floating, and they look after masts, telephone masts. So Vodafone built the company to literally look after their network, but they're going to sell part of it off or put it for public offering to raise more cash. They're looking to raise 2.8 billion from this, setting the price range up €17 a share. So that could go up even further, maybe to even to 15 billion if they go above that. Now, like I say, the company itself has 82,000 masts over the course of 10 markets. So that's all over Europe, possibly, parts of Africa, maybe the Middle East as well. It is a massive, massive offering. If you think about it, hardware, the Internet of Things, AI, computer chips, talked to you about before about semiconductors. The whole next generation of the next 5 to 10 years is all about how we can have the internet being more interactive with more things and keeping it the pace of everything. So everything's moving to 5G, rightly or wrongly, whether you believe that it started with coronavirus or not, it's here to stay. And this type of public offering will raise cash to create more masts, maintenance, and obviously use it to probably buy more companies and actually expand the company's reach and therefore Vodafone's. So, two big IPOs, Deliveroo and Vantage. Keep an eye out for those. And that is it. It's very short and sweet. Like I say, thank you very much for taking part. If you like a lot of the content and the things that we talk about, please subscribe to both the Facebook, Instagram channels, YouTube. Subscribe to the subscribe button as well. Please do so. As I said to you before, we'll probably do one more daily news, and then we'll do a larger one which talks about the portfolio that I actually have up and running. There's a mixture of things from indices like NASDAQ to semiconductors like Broadcom. And then you have a few other ones and a few strategies I wanted to talk to you about, which is the quarterly review. So a lot of companies from the FTSE 100 and 250 this month have dropped out for the quarter. And I'll talk to you about how to trade them and how that particular strategy has been going for me in the last few days. So again, thank you so much for taking part and having a look. As I say, we're on the road to 1 million, and I'll just let you know on a day-by-day, week-by-week basis how we're going on. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later.